What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Jedi Jive. My name is Mike. Joining us again is my sister Jenny.
Hey, everybody.
We got another reaction to the Book of Boba Fett, episode 6. Last week's
episode
was crazy. It was unexpected.
We did not expect that.
I think most people would agree that last week's episode was like one of the best episodes of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is cool. Everyone loves that, but I think everyone would also agree it was kind of like, it was kind of strange how Boba Fett didn't even
in the show
up.
Named for him, we did not see his face one time.
If you told me before the season, hey, there's going to be an episode that like heavily features Din Djarin, I'd be like, yeah, good.
Great.
But it doesn't have Boba Fett at all.
We didn't expect a full, like, backdoor season opener.
So, it's really good in that, like, wow, my interest is piqued. I need to know more. They teased us hard with a Grogu carrot. They're like, Grogu, you're gonna see him. He's coming back. And now it's like, well, I like this. Yeah, I want to see Grogu. I want to see Luke Skywalker train Din Djarin and how to use the Darksaber.
Oh, my God.
I want to see all it. But it's like now, this is the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
They've gotten us sidetracked in a way, and I don't want them to have shot themselves in the foot unintentionally here by, like, dangling this huge carrot and then being like, just kidding, renew your Disney Plus subscription and see Grogu next year. Like, so I don't want to set us up for disappointment right now.
Where we left off, Din Djarin left Tatooine with a commission from Fennec Shand to go purchase her an army. But he said, I've got to go see my little friend first.
Yeah.
I got to say hello to my little friend.
That's why it's like,
so I think there's a strong possibility that Grogu might show up. But if not, we'll definitely be seeing him in The Mandalorian Season 3. One way or another, baby Grogu's coming. Everyone get your baby.
I don't think it's going to happen because, like, it's not something that I just want to kind of gloss over and like, okay, we're picking up Grogu and going to Boba. It's like, it's kind of like, no, you're going to want, people want to see, like I said, Luke Skywalker, all that. Like, so I don't want to set myself up for disappointment and be like, we're going to see Luke Skywalker. Like, it's just too much right now. We got to get back to, like I said, Danny Trejo, training the Rancor, getting ready to fight the Pikes.
Right.
Like, there is a story that we
have to have, like, preparations for battle, and then we've got to have an epic battle. I'm hoping to close out the season here.
And at the same time, like, Boba Fett helped Din Djarin. He was like, oh, make it on the house. Like, it's on me or whatever. So, like, Din Djarin is supposedly going to be part of this army. Yeah. Like, it's not like... this could go a lot of different ways. We don't want to sit here
talk about it. We don't want to Ralph Boner ourselves. But Mike and I had an extensive conversation this afternoon speculating about what Luke Skywalker level reveals might be possible. So we won't go into too much detail. We'll talk about it after the fact if indeed it happens. But for now, I think we should watch this episode.
Let's maybe see Cad Bane. Just
we really would like to see that.
Something like that. All right, cool. Let's jump to that.
Let's do that.
Tatooine.
Still, farming water. So we got some pikes and some spice.
Cam Tomos.
The rest will follow. Do you know where you are, gentlemen?
Come in! Yeah!
Think it through.
He doesn't have the armor.
Really hoping we'd see him.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt when you're not
bastard.
from around here. And say you figured you're in the middle of nowhere. Most easily anything goes. But out here, I'm the one tells folks what to do.
Yeah, buddy. Same line from Mando.
If you gentlemen load up your wares and head back to where you came, we can chalk this one up to you guys reading the map wrong.
Oh, they're so dead. You guys are dead.
Think it through.
No one messes with Raylan Givens.
You could have easily killed that guy. Oh my god.
I can see you're the smart one. Anyone gets lost running spice through Mos Pelgo again will be lost forever.
Top bit.
Now load that chest and go. Considered a fine for trespassing.
It's worth more than your town.
Well, then maybe I'll retire.
I was
Mando music again. They've got this new sort of version of the theme. I'm loving it.
I was really hoping he would show up and kind of expected he would.
He did this.
And I will never not be happy to see Tim Oliphant.
Look at this man's hair.
He's just a tall drink of water.
Damn. There you go.
Ooh, yeah. He just flushed his drugs down the toilet.
That's awesome, dude. What a badass
You know?
We didn't name this ship. We can't just call it N1. How about the Razor Blade instead of Razor Crest?
I love that.
Yeah.
They should hire you, Mike.
Oh, God,
beautiful.
Dude. These shots. So wait. I'm gonna go see Luke and Grogu right now. Are you kidding me?
I think we're gonna go see Grogu at least. We don't know for sure he's with Luke.
Is this R2-D2? Is this R2-D2?
I would lose my
mind. Is this R2? It's
Oh my god!
It's happening. It's actually happening right now.
This is bananas, Mike. It's R2!
Jenny, pinch me.
Oh, it's my baby R2-D2.
Dude, my heart is pounding.
Right, mine too.
What are they gonna do?
Hello, friend.
I'm gonna
I'm
cry.
looking for Skywalker. I came to see the kid. Grogu?
Dude, I'm gonna cry.
Oh my god.
How do they oh my god, is this gonna be a deep fake?
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
I feel dude, don't tease us right now. Come on. Bamboo forest. This is already similar to like Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, where she was. That's what I was thinking.
He's like, what is it with these like Jedi and the just
freaking
like
bamboo.
Okay, so that's a Jedi temple, just like Octo.
Yep.
Same structure.
Oh, baby.
Is he powering down? He's powering down. This is
Hey, droid.
They're gonna drag this out, right?
Yeah, they're gonna tease the shit out of us.
Don't shut off. Wake up. I'm looking for Skywalker. He had a kid with him?
I'm getting a shiver down my spine every time the
know.
Din Djarin
Just
says
hear
his name.
Is anyone
Jedi
here?
should practice patience.
Anyone alive?
He's gonna learn the Zen art of waiting.
Yeah. Luke wants to see him demonstrate patience first.
You're gonna do things the Jedi way while you're here.
But also, Grogu's supposed to be avoiding attachment, so maybe he doesn't want Din around.
Yeah.
He already
In theory, yes, we don't
Grogu's
know what's gonna
attachment
happen
to
here.
Din.
Oh my goodness.
Grogu!
Baby Grogu!
Hey, buddy. Oh my god.
What? Shut up. Oh my god.
Dude.
Come on. Come on. It's an amazingly impressive deep fake.
Mark Hamill?
Like, it is. Oh. Yum, yum, yum. It's like unbelievable deep fake, down to like the scars on his face from his accident. Like,
with believably like 5 years aged from Return of the Jedi.
Like, just incredible.
Like 30-year-old Luke Skywalker.
Technical.
How?
Watching this.
How
is this happening?
Oh my god. No dialogue.
All right, let's go for a walk.
Oh god, stop! How is this happening? I feel like I'm high right now.
Oh my god.
I want to tell you about someone you remind me of a great deal.
Are you kidding me?
I feel like I dreamed this.
I just picked him up and
His name was Yoda, and the Force was strong in him.
What did he do, Bubba?
Size matters not.
still needs a little work. Still a little janky.
He would speak in riddles. Have you heard anyone talk like that back home?
He doesn't. Oh, he said home. Now he's thinking of Din.
Do you remember back home? Would you like to remember?
Oh, are we gonna see?
Let me help you remember.
Real Jedi mind trick.
No, are we gonna see some of Grogu's past right now? This is the flashback show, after all.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh. Okay, who is that? Which Jedi? Clones. Somebody will be able to identify the Jedi just by that lightsaber
Right,
alone.
yeah. We're counting on you, Internet.
Oh, that's all we see?
Okay.
The galaxy is a dangerous place, Grogu. I will teach you to protect yourself.
You. I didn't expect to see you here.
We did, however. We expected to see her
A friend
here.
of the family.
Jennifer, I cannot.
No, we thought she would come. They're backdooring her show as well, you know?
Then what are you doing here?
That's my question for you.
Has she met Luke already?
I'm here to see the kid.
The minute they showed up on this bamboo planet, it was like clear that she was coming.
Are she and Luke
What is this place?
acquainted? Do you realize how important this is?
That would be a big deal. Yeah.
It will someday be a great school.
Okay, so this is the site.
Grogu will be its first student.
I can't right now. I can't even breathe.
He is doing fine.
She does know.
That's a big deal.
They can't gloss over this.
Let us take a walk.
They might not go into the depth of that here, but save
No.
That's... I mean, like, they'll have to cover it at some point, but they might save that
There
backstory
is an
for...
enormous conversation
No, I
those two
know,
have to
but
have.
I'm saying that might
Oh
happen
my
on
God.
her show, not this show.
Okay, very true, yeah.
Because we're already doing everybody else's show on Boba's show right
Your
now.
attachment to Grogu would be difficult to let go of. There is no place in the galaxy more safe than here with Luke.
Is this real life right now?
God!
All right.
Are you doing this for Grogu? Or are you doing this for yourself?
Oh, is he gonna leave without seeing him?
I want to give him this.
He brought his son a present.
Oh no, she's gonna tell him to go without seeing
As a
him.
Mandalorian foundling, he should have this. It's his right.
Foundling. Perhaps he is a Padawan now.
Dude.
This armor will protect him.
It is
So
armor.
it is armor, like
armor.
little chainmail.
Okay, we thought maybe it was a necklace.
Yeah, a little...
Then allow me to deliver it.
He's gonna leave without saying hi.
I came all this way. He's right there.
Oh.
Grogu misses you a great deal. If he sees you, it will only make things more difficult for him.
Well, at least we got to see him.
Break all of our hearts.
Sorry, Din.
Make sure he's protected.
They will meet again. They will reunite.
Yeah.
Just not today.
He knows he's okay and
Yeah.
he's in good hands.
Yeah.
He's safe and he's loved.
And on another note, Ahsoka and Luke are BFFs now. What? Tell me that story, please.
Yeah, maybe.
So that's
I think
Ahsoka's show.
That's on her show. We're gonna
Yeah.
learn how that happened.
Wow. Okay. So they did. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Oh, baby. Oh,
Riding on Luke's back, just like Yoda was riding on Luke's back. It's amazing. The visual poetry.
Oh, little bud.
We're still here.
Let's see you jump.
What?
Really?
We learned some of those Yoda spins that Yoda did where he fought Dooku.
Yeah.
Feel the force flow through
Doing
him.
force training.
Luke Skywalker teaching Grogu how to jump.
You're trying too hard. Don't try.
What?
The
I almost
parallelism.
feel like they're starting to like blend Sebastian Stan into his face a little bit to like ease us into having
that
him play Luke.
transition.
Am I imagining that?
I don't think you're imagining
There's like
that.
10% Sebastian Stan in that face. I know he already looks like Mark Hamill quite a
Right.
bit, but
But no, I think you're
they're
right
gonna
on.
do like a little
I think
blend
you're right
so
on.
that like it feels
more organic.
Yeah.
When it happens.
This is just I can't believe it. This is Empire Strikes Back. in
I was
reverse.
just gonna be like the parallelism of this and the
It's-
Empire Strikes Back in the swamp with Yoda. Like
It's even in the
learning
swamp.
to like do the handstand thing, you know? Like it's even a similar environment, less swampy,
Yeah, it's
more serene Japanese aesthetic. But
yep. Is this Dave Filoni directing this
I do not know.
episode? Because it had Ahsoka in it. He wouldn't let anyone else touch her.
Feel the force all around you.
I want this show. I want this show. the Luke and Grogu show, but I don't.
Through the Force?
The Force theme.
You will find balance.
Oh my
as well.
god. The way they're using music cues in this movie, I just have tears like welling up inside.
That's happy tears.
Oh
man.
my god.
Happy tears. Oh, is he gonna fall in? Let's go, Grogu! Oh.
He's definitely gonna fall in.
That's it. Better.
Oh my god.
What? Come on, guys. What are you doing to us?
Oh my god, Dave Filoni, you madman, you utter madman. You guys are terrorists, Disney. You guys are
messing with our emotions.
I can't.
Look at the reflection of the lightsaber in his eyes.
Dude, dude, the Easter egg.
This is a training remote.
Oh my god.
It will test your reflexes. Get back up. Always get back up.
Now he gets to be Obi-Wan now.
He got to be Yoda. He gets to be Obi-Wan. Like, this is calling back to all the previous things we saw when he was the Padawan.
Go, Grogu, just
very good.
I cannot, dude. What the?
He's jumping now. He's jumping like a little professional. He's like, wee!
Oh my.
Zen.
Here we go. Here we go.
Zen.
What the?
Oh my god.
This cannot be real right now. Oh, they're gonna see dark side in him right now.
Yeah. Ooh.
Good.
Oh, okay, all right. They were cool with it.
You've taught him well.
It's more like he's remembering that I'm actually teaching him anything.
He probably knows more than Luke. He's had more years training than Luke has.
Sometimes I wonder if his heart is in it.
So much like your father.
Oh my god.
I don't have any more tears to give people.
That's not just like a casual comment, folks. That's woo.
What should I do about him?
Trust your instincts.
They're gonna need to dedicate like an
whole
entire
season.
like an entire episode or so of like how that happened, like how this came to pass.
Again?
Oh, okay, so she's only here for a minute.
Perhaps. May the Force be with you.
Like, what conversation did they have when they first met? My lord.
He got to tell her that Anakin was redeemed right before he died, and because the last time she saw Anakin, he
that
was
must have
Vader,
been one hell of a heart-to-heart the first time they met.
Okay,
Who
back
are we
to
gonna
Boba.
go see
Okay,
now?
that
Oh
was
my
more than I
God.
ever dreamed I would get.
Like, honestly, we talked about all three of those reveals happening, but the fact that they would happen in quick succession all at once, and it's still one episode
The crazy
to go
internet
after
theory
this?
people will never be considered crazy again.
I know.
Everything's possible, always, in Star Wars. Now I'm gonna be like, okay, where's Cad Bane? Come on.
And then we still have a full episode after this.
I'll one-up you. Where's Cad Bane? Come on,
Yeah,
I dare you.
bring us Cad Bane.
I dare you. I just want to see the Carl Weathers and Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, Din Djarin and, like, doing the handshake and, like, what's up, Boba? Empire got you pushing too many pencils? Yeah, that N1 Starfighter is definitely a little smaller than the ones that Anakin was flying. It's like more compact.
Here's a map of where they are gathering, based on whispers. This is the Mandalorian Din Djarin.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to him and Chrysanthemum,
Boba's
we
just
now
like-
have enough experienced
Classic
muscle
Boba.
to act as enforcers. We need foot soldiers.
I might be able to help with that.
Who are we gonna get? Who are we gonna get? Wow.
Is that like the biggest hood ornament
The
ever?
Scale of that is bananas.
The Jawas just put the biggest hood ornament ever on their crawler.
Absolutely crazy. The scale that they capture here.
That is amazing.
Unbelievable.
Gonna go get Cop Band. Cop Band.
Ah, buddy.
He's new. Still a bit jumpy. Is that a Naboo starfighter?
That's what it started off as.
Have the cool car.
I made a few modifications.
Can I buy you a drink?
Okay. Let's go! Yeah. Dude, I love these two, man.
Love the
Crate Dragon
ribs that are
yep,
like...
Yep, that's new.
The town wants no part of it. That's a city folk fight.
See, that's what I like about you, Mando. That big smile of yours lets you get away with anything. But I'll see what I can do. Get the word out. I want all men and women of fighting age to come to town.
It's not our problem, Marshal.
No, but it might be after they hear what I'm going to say.
Cad Bane! It's Cad Bane!
It's Cad Bane, Mike!
Dude, that's Cad Bane!
It's gonna be Cad Bane! And the reason they have him coming through the mist like that is because they have to reveal what this is gonna look like in live action. Slowly.
Do me a favor and tell these people to head inside for a spin.
I dared them to do this.
Something wrong, Marshal?
Cad Bane's gonna shoot Cobb Vanth. Cad Bane's gonna shoot Cobb Vanth. You think Cobb Vanth's gonna shoot Cad Bane? No. Cad Bane's gonna shoot Cobb Vanth right now, dude. Which sucks.
They're already setting up the classic like high noon showdown in the town.
He doesn't have his armor.
You know?
Cobb Vanth, I love you, buddy, but you're about to die.
Oh god, this is gonna suck.
Let me handle this, deputy.
Oh my god. I wanted to
dared
see
you, Disney, and you did it.
I wanted to see this character so badly, but this is not the way I wanted this to happen.
Does he know him? Does he know him? Does Cobb Vanth know him, I mean?
Cobb Vanth.
And who might you be?
It's Cad Bane, motherfucker. What?
And all you've got to do is stay put and let things play out.
Hey, the marshal ain't for sale.
Oh, this guy's dead.
Dude, stay out of it.
Do you realize who that is, dude?
But that means he's working for the Pikes.
Yeah, no. Show the eyes. Red eyes. Red eyes.
All right, I didn't catch your name.
I'd be careful where I was sticking my nose if I were you.
That looks so good.
Boba Fett is a cold-blooded killer who worked for the Empire.
You tell your spice runners Tatooine's closed for business.
You should have never given up your armor.
Cobb Vanth is dead, bro. Unbelievable, dude. Clint Eastwood. No.
This dude is
just kill that guy. Don't kill Cobb Vanth.
I know. I'm like, we just killed this stupid deputy.
Tatooine belongs to the Syndicate. As long as the spice keeps running, everyone will be left alone.
Did we establish the fact that Cobb Vanth is dead, or did he just get shot?
That dude's a convert now, though, the bartender.
Oh, yeah, now he's like, Din,
now he's
come
like,
back,
you know,
come
he
back.
just was like, it's not our problem, and Cobb said it might be after what I'm about to tell y'all, and then this shit went down, so bartender's Team Boba Fett now.
Wait, you forgot your Katuna.
Oh, is that a bomb? No more sanctuary. Temple's rebuilt. Back to yet another, like, Boba Fett had one line in this episode. I'll take it. I'll take it. Dude. Is it? It's a chainmail vest. It has to be. Yep. Oh my god!
The Mandalorian wanted you to have this.
Oh.
That is amazing.
I will give you a choice.
Oh. Is it a little lightsaber? Yeah. Yoda's lightsaber.
This is a lightsaber.
You can have your Beskar armor or your lightsaber. You can be a Mandalorian warrior or a Jedi, and
don't make it be
everyone's telling him he can't be both, but the whole point is that he is both. That's his
fate.
Thing. That's his trajectory.
Yeah, but it'll be the darksaber. Actually, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe Din
We
will.
don't. No, that's Din's weapon. Din's not going anywhere for now.
If you choose the armor, you'll return to your friend, the Mandalorian.
Oh.
However, you will be giving into attachment to those that you love, and forsaking the way of the Jedi. But if you choose the lightsaber, you will be the first student in my academy.
I don't know which one I want.
It will take you many years to master the ways of the Force.
He needs to choose the lightsaber for now, right?
For now.
He and Din will meet again.
Grogu, a short time for you is a lifetime for someone else.
Yeah, Din will be long gone before he's even an adult.
But they'll meet again, you know, he's still
that
which do you choose?
That Beskar chainmail he needs to wear that though. He doesn't. Oh, he's indecisive.
Little buddy.
That's the end of the episode. Dave Filoni. Yeah, Filoni, you madman, you utter terrorist.
Absolutely shameless.
In the best way, the best possible way. All right, dude, what can we say? Really, we had this conversation before the episode of like, oh, we don't want them to shoot themselves in the foot and have it be like dangling this huge carrot. Now they've made it perfectly clear that it's not about, this is Boba Fett's story and we need it. There's this ongoing shared universe between many characters. And all of their stories are running in tandem with one another now. And we're seeing the overlapping
the same way that we experienced crucial parts of Boba Fett's story and Fennec Shan's story and Ahsoka's story within the course of the Mandalorian show. We're now seeing crucial parts of their stories inside Boba Fett's show, Boba and Fennec's show.
Yeah.
You know, but it is. I mean, it's a little surprising to me. I mean, last week was a surprise in the best way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite surprised that they took such a hard left turn into the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Right? Like, once again, at least half of this episode was like an episode of The Mandalorian with other Star Wars characters.
Keep in mind, Tim Morrison had, I think, one line in this episode.
Yeah.
He was in it for all of 12 seconds. And then, so... This,
which is so amazing. Like, I'm a little surprised by that, just because again, the show was called The Book of.
We said
Boba
last
Fett.
week's episode was like a backdoor pilot to The Mandalorian season 3, but now this is clearly it continues. This is like Mandalorian season 3, season 2.5, episode 2, in a way.
Yeah.
But like we're saying, like it's not about this is Book of Boba Fett, this is Mandalorian. It's this shared universe. Everybody's storylines are going in tandem, and now like there's these huge implications of like. You said it was like a backdoor pilot to Ahsoka's episode.
Yeah,
show now.
exactly.
Because now it's like everybody was like, eventually they have to show the conversation where Luke and Ahsoka first meet because of the implications
what goes
of
down
Anakin,
with that.
Ahsoka thinking that he died as Vader and was complete, and then Luke
having to break that news to her.
Also, he never knew anyone other than Obi-Wan Kenobi that could tell him about his father. Nobody knew Anakin better than Ahsoka.
I keep thinking of that line in the very first movie when, like, old Alec Guinness cagily says, like, you know my father? And, old Alec Guinness is like, oh, I fought with him in the Clone Wars. And he doesn't tell him anything more at that point. You know?
Yeah.
And I keep thinking of, like, that line, and I'm like, that would be, like, the intro that Ahsoka could say as well. Like, I fought with your father in the Clone Wars, but it's so much more than that. And, like, how do they get to this point here?
Yeah.
So, in theory, that could just be the whole first episode of her show.
Yeah.
Is, like, she
her
had this...
hearing about Luke Skywalker and going to find him.
She had this intense connection with Grogu when they met on The Mandalorian. And she could hear about this and be like, I have to go find them. I have to,
Yeah.
talk to him, but the story of how that comes to pass is clearly gonna have to be explained in depth.
And there it is too. Like John Favreau, Dave Filoni, they're like you said, backdoor pilot. They're just setting up these little nuggets where they can just pick it up and take that
right where
storyline.
they left off. Honestly, like, we had discussed Ahsoka showing up for that exact reason, because we saw them backdoor The Mandalorian Season 3, and we went, well, we know for a fact that her show is coming. And honestly, some of the crazy reveals that we were hoping for, I think we thought that Ahsoka was the most realistic one, because quite easy to pull Rosario Dawson in and be like, let's just set up a teaser for your show, right? So that's exactly what they did, but then they gave us so much more.
And then, like, write down, how many times did I mention the visual poetry of it all in terms of the, like, this is Empire Strikes Back in reverse. Instead of Yoda riding Luke and training Luke, now Grogu's riding Luke and Luke's training Grogu.
Him.
And they're in a swamp. Yeah, the scenery's a little different, but it's just, like, the visual poetry of it all is absolutely masterful.
And then it was like the same thing of like Obi-Wan in reverse, like working with the
droid, the
remote.
The remote droid, yeah. Oh my goodness. And unbelievable. If you had told me before this episode, yo, you're gonna see Cobb Vanth. Woohoo! He's gonna die. No!
I know.
But it's gonna be Cad Bane is gonna show up and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, no, show me. I wanna see it.
Extensively about all the people we hope to see. We sort of were like tentatively hoping for Luke and Grogu just based on...
We're batting 1,000 right now and things that we want to see.
Last week, we definitely thought we were going to see Ahsoka, and we definitely thought we were going to see Cobb Vanth because of his storyline on The Mandalorian and because we're already on Tatooine. We definitely thought that was going to happen. This is, of course...
Plus Cad Bane and Boba Fett have a history together.
And then we were just crossing our fingers and hoping to God that they would show us Cad Bane. My whole thing was like... The creature.
Oh, by the way, it was perfect. It looked so good.
It was amazing.
Freakishly good. How good. That was a practical...
Well, the whole thing is that, like, both
prosthetics and makeup and all that,
like, species design for actors in costume, actors in prosthetics, and also the creature design.
Was that practical?
I don't know. Real. So here's my thing:
if it
is
wasn't,
that
like,
both the like creature design for things that are at least partially CGI or that are animatronic has been amazing, and also like. Production design and costume design has been amazing. So I was just wondering what they were going to do with such a bizarre-looking character.
I said that about the little reptile Tusken dog, where I was like, that's one of the first shots. Like, I have a background in computer animation, and I was like, I didn't know if that was practical or real for a second because it just looked so good.
This has been a consistent thing.
The Luke Skywalker,
this is something we keep coming back to on that show is that there is so much on here that it's impossible to tell how much is like model work or like a pinhole picture, and how much is like practical location, animatronics, and how much is CGI. They've done it so well
it's seamless.
That it's seamless. And I'm sure there are elements of all of those things involved. But like it's so seamless.
And keep in mind, this is a TV show.
I know.
And it is straight up movie quality, cinema quality every week.
We talk a lot about how they're capturing scale here.
Yeah.
But the fact
the Jawa crawler with the Krayt Dragon skull on top. Yes.
Every time they do like an aerial over a city.
Well, we've mentioned this like multiple episodes in a row where like this show has been like the shining example of concept art and cinematography coming together to be like art. And every frame is like a painting that somebody made.
A piece of concept art brought to life. They're painterly.
And it's beautiful.
Absolutely like gorgeous to look at.
Yeah, fantastic.
So we got this whole...
R2-D2, like the second you saw little all you see is an antenna, and I'm like, it's R2-D2.
It's R2-D2, my baby.
It's happening. It's like,
all we saw R2-D2, and then the deep fake.
Unbelievable how
the dialogue scenes could still use a little.
There was one where I was like, that looked like it needed a little bit more polishing, but most of the other shots, I was like, Mark Hamill.
Considering that Mark Hamill is.
Clearly, wait, did he
elder
look through the credits? I'm assuming he lent his voice to this episode.
I would assume so because he is one of the like premier voice actors out there.
Joseph Shirley, like who played Cad Bane?
I was like, I was gonna ask you because I haven't watched the Clone Wars. Was that the same voice actor?
Yes, that was definitely Cad Bane's voice. Yes, 100% same voice actor. I don't know
in the animated series. So like. We got to see R2, we got to see this extended scene between Luke and Grogu. They're really making a point of, let's look at this.
Yeah, I want to see. So Luke gave Grogu the choice, lightsaber or Beskar.
They're making a big
armor.
thing of that, and I think the whole point that like
Grogu's going to be the one to bring them together.
A parallel to the conversation that Din Djarin had with the armorer.
Yeah.
Where she said like Jedi are told to forgo all attachment, and he said, yeah, but that goes against Mandalorian practices. So he does. He has to be the one to bring Mandalorian creed together with Jedi creed, right?
Yeah, see, that's just
guest
star. Oh, in order of appearance. Stunt double Cobb Vanth, Paul Darnell. Okay, so it's just a body guy.
Yeah.
Okay, and they got Scott Lang to do Luke Skywalker double again too. Okay, so by the way, the Luke Skywalker double was one of the X-wing pilots that wasn't covered because Dana last week. Yeah. But so yeah, maybe Cobb Vanth was a good amount of CGI.
Honestly, though, like we have been
like a body double with a deep.
We've been hoping and praying to see that character. I got to tell you, I'm very sad that that's the way it had to happen.
Yeah, Cobb Vanth.
Because we love Cobb Vanth, the character. We love
at least Cobb
Tim
Vanth
Oliphant.
got to come back for an episode.
That's so meta too, because anytime you see Tim Oliphant playing a marshal, obviously he was like the sheriff of Deadwood and also Marshal Raylan Givens. And we had the Deadwood movie, which was a big revival, and then they have just announced, like last week, that there's going to be a Justified revival as well.
Yeah.
So like the Marshal's in the house.
All I needed was a little like sun wavy itty bitty silhouette of Cobb Vanth in the far distance. I immediately knew it was him. You could see like the tails on his coat and his hat, and it was just that we're getting Cobb Vanth, and immediately it was like Cobb Vanth's about to die. Cobb Vanth's gonna die.
The fact that character's like always been based on Clint Eastwood, and then they created the like high noon showdown in the streets.
Most Pelgo had the perfect
10 paces. Who can draw first? It was like classic Clint Eastwood Western.
I love too though the Cobb Vanth, like perfect depiction of Cobb Vanth where he did have that honorable, like, this is a duel, I'm not gonna shoot you in the back, I'm gonna draw first and kill you. It's not gonna, but when he did you see he shot Cobb Vanth and it was like bang, 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 bang. It was like he killed that guy.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, no, this Cobb Vanth is a ruthless killing mofo, and he is definitely to be feared, and he is now officially the actual like main big bad of this.
And we got to see
scenario.
You mean Cad Bane? Not
yes.
Cobb Vanth, yeah.
Yeah.
We got to see Cobb Vanth have like this virtue moment too, where he literally like flushed the drugs down the toilet.
Yes.
Like he tipped the incredibly valuable.
And that kind of gets passed on now to the bartender guy, where you're like, oh, he's a convert now, because it's like, okay, now because Cobb Vanth's primary concern was protecting his town. He doesn't care about the how much money he can get out of the spice or whatever.
Yeah, and everybody knows that like, and they're like, we call it Freetown now, which really does harken back to the theme of the show of like people sovereignty of people liberating themselves and learning to like live with sovereignty. And so that ties into like what we've seen going on in the book of Boba Fett so far, but it also gives those people strong motivation.
Oh no, stunt double Cobb Vanth. I wasn't looking at. I'm sorry, performance artist Cad Bane, Dorian Kinji. My bad. It's a different.
Okay.
But still, same thing. It's just a guy.
But yeah, that's performance art. I mean,
doing
that's like,
motion capture or whatever.
That's a set actor.
Yeah, performance artist. So it is a motion capture, which means it is CGI.
Yeah.
Or is primarily CGI. It's hard to know entirely. But look, stunt performers Joanna Bennett, she's doing
stunts. She's still around in spirit. That amazing warrior is still with us.
So like anytime they need female stunts, she's the go-to.
She's amazing,
dude. I mean, clearly, there's hours and hours and hours of conversation to be had about this, not just this episode, but all of the scenarios that have now come up because of this episode. All of the storylines that are now. Like they have now blown the doors wide open to so many.
But like
future
literally
stories.
almost everybody we speculated about.
Yeah.
Half of them were like, we thought that Cobb Vanth and Ahsoka were both really reasonable expectations. Like we were pretty sure that we were going to see both of those characters at some point, but we were kind of in our wildest dreams. We would love to see like Luke and Grogu.
At the end of the day, this has only served to completely reinforce my faith in Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni in what they're doing.
They're not afraid to
already
just go
had
for
complete confidence in these guys, but now I'm just like, dude, you guys are like, what was the word? I said terrorists. These guys are like, they are just like
ruthlessly messing with our emotions.
Let's give them more than they can handle.
So, final episode of this season is next week. Obviously, like you said, this is one contiguous storyline with all the other shows in this franchise at this point.
This is just the beginning.
But we do have to, I actually really do hope that we get back to Boba Fett.
No, we have to. He has to ride a Rancor.
At the center of the action of his own show.
And now we know that they're not teasing things and not delivering on them. Like, when they tease you, they're giving it to you.
Right, so we're going to see him ride that Rancor into battle.
He's going to ride a Rancor.
It would be great if we got to see Danny Trejo again. That might have been a one and done. Yeah. But it would be cool if we got to see his face again. He's definitely riding that thing, which is now his pet.
Oh yeah, and then also on a smaller note on the side here, the Garza Sanctuary just got exploded.
Oh my goodness!
So they're all dead now.
Why? Like, what was the function of that?
I think that was, we saw the Pikes bringing in the Camtomo and they blew it up. So it's just, they're terrorists. They're laying their.
They're just showing
this
like
is our territory and we're doing what we want.
They're just making an example. So it wasn't anything personal against like Jennifer Beals or her establishment. It was just. Everybody watch out.
Well, technically, Boba was, they
were paying him protection.
In cahoots with, so anybody that's involved with, because Cad Bane shows up at Mos Pelgo being like,
don't mess with us, we will without a second
stay out
thought
of the fight and
blow
you'll be
up
fine.
A place full of innocent civilians, like, not to be messed with.
God.
So, okay, one episode, we assume it's going to be a big showdown with the Pikes, which may or may not get resolved. That might be a storyline that carries over into Book of Boba Fett Season 2.
Ahsoka. Because really, ultimately, what Ahsoka said in Mando Season 2, she mentioned Admiral Thrawn.
Mm-hmm.
He's the new Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine of the universe right now. He's the big
bad.
Eventual bad guy at the, 5-10 years from now when all of these stories converge in a massive movie or whatever happens.
Yeah.
Thrawn will be the main guy that is the
interesting how
antagonist.
Cad Bane's main thing when he came into town was Boba Fett's a bad guy. He fought for the Empire.
Yeah.
And that is so interesting from like a moral standpoint because we know what Boba Fett has been through. We've seen like the incredible spirit quest that he's been on, right? And how like his experiences on Tatooine have scarred but also strengthened him.
Yeah.
And so we know that he's had a genuine transformation.
Yeah.
Cad Bane obviously does not know all of that, but it does set up like some really interesting moral complexities because he just, murdered in cold blood a guy we really like, who we saw to be like very pure of heart. We saw him turning over the drugs in the sand, living his life quietly, looking out for his free community.
Yeah.
And he just got shot. But then Cad Bane's like, I don't like the Empire. And you're like, well, neither do we.
Yeah.
So there's some really tricky moral gray areas that are coming into play. And I wonder if there are going to be people switching sides, switching allegiances, like what's going to be the upshot of all of that. I feel like there's so much they have to tie up. Not necessarily tie up, but there's so many cards still on the table in Boba Fett's story.
You know what we actually mentioned earlier that I'm like now actually like, hey, like I don't see it as totally impossible is Han Solo and Chewbacca.
That was I know we talked about this earlier and we were
Han
talking
Solo
about
is the one that knocked him into the Sarlacc pit.
We were talking about
I'd love to see Boba forgive him and be like, no hard feelings, dude.
This is exactly when Mike and I were talking earlier about like wildest dreams wish list. I was like, my
Black Krrsantan and Chewbacca having a moment with each other, like, yo, dude, like
Black Krrsantan like betrayed the Wookiees, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, this is my dream scenario: is that Han Solo and Chewie fly in on the Millennium Falcon, and then you'd have
Baby Ben Solo would be in the ship with him.
You'd have to have like,
or 5-year-old Ben Solo.
You'd have to have like that like look between Black Krrsantan and Chewbacca, and it would be like the scene in The Rocketeer when the Mafia and the police team up to shoot the Nazis.
Yeah.
Like they'd have to like
hey,
get
we're on
over
the same side all of a sudden.
And be on the same side. Like, and we've just seen what they can do with Mark Hamill, so why could they not deep fake a young Harrison Ford?
Sure, yeah.
We've already seen it happen this episode.
Dunzo,
That's
dude.
I'm manifesting it. I'm like putting that in
I'm actually starting to believe this
That's
now,
my
dude.
ultimate dream. And the fact of like what has happened to Boba Fett since the Sarlacc pit.
Dude. All right, you know what? We gotta...
my head's gonna explode.
We're gonna be talking about this all week. We're so excited to put this reaction up and so you guys can see it, and we really want to hear what everybody thought about this episode. We want to share in the excitement with you guys. So please leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll put up a fully unedited reaction on patreon.com/JediJive. Go check it out. Until the next time, we'll see you in the next one, guys.
Peace.
Bye.